Now, you may have heard of the new game by Paradoxum Games. It's called Alter Ego. And, well, it's not this Alter Ego by whatever this is. Apparently, this is a online life simulation game. Yeah, I don't think it's that. No, it is this, the Alter Ego, the Play Alter Ego handle on Twitter, which they last posted on the 25th of June 2025. Now, this is actually the last tweet that they've made, and in fact I speculate this is probably going to be the last developmental leak that they leak here for quite a while, because they've moved over to their Discord server in terms of posting progress feed leaks, so similar to Tower Defense Simulator. And quite recently they have posted some new leaks about Alter Ego. Now, firstly, on the 10th of July 2025, Below Natural posted this leak, and because this is on the Alter Ego Discord channel, it is Alter Ego related. However, that being said, this doesn't really look Alter Ego related when you compare it to the other stuff. So when you compare it to like this stuff here, like the scare animations or the glory kill animations slash cutscenes that have been leaked here previously, this doesn't really look like that. And with the overall dark themes of everything being leaked so far, you'd probably be mistaken that this is not really a leak for Alter Ego, and probably more so Tower Defense Simulator. However, Below Natural has said that this is missing person number 1. This is the first survivor called the Noob. Now, obviously, this being called the Noob is actually Roblox related. As you can see here, you have a very high quality Bloxy Cola, which, to be fair, I think this is a more premium version of the Bloxy Cola that we saw, or we see, in Roblox, and in fact, this is probably like the developers remaking whatever the Bloxy Cola is to befit the theme of Alter Ego. We also have the slingshot gear thing, which is associated with like brick battles and stuff like that, so you know what, fair enough that the Noob is associated with it. And then I guess you got whatever this logo is. Now, I assume this is meant to be based on the old Roblox logo, which has just an R on it. I don't know if you remember, but back in the day, certainly when I started playing this was the logo for Roblox, and it had the Roblox as R on it. And if you were to compare this to the Noob here, the Noob Survivor, it kind of looks similar. You've got the red outline, white background text, slightly faded, so it could be mistaken for an R, but I assume the developers didn't go for an R purely because of copyright reasons. I do assume that Roblox would probably hunt you down if you continue to use their Roblox R, which is probably why it looks more like an A rather than an R, which is fair enough. Now here, interestingly, it does have a face. I say this because the other ones, they don't have a face, so it looks like the survivors, they're like the face people. They're like the people, if you were to go to the overview, it looks like these are the people down here. So these are the survivors, and these are like the hunters slash glory killers, which, you know, fair enough. Now, thanks to the Alter Ego outs yet, Twitter handle, whatever, quick analysis, we're definitely sure that this guy in the middle is the Noob. We just don't have concrete evidence of what its alter is. Could be the husk, or could be the demon beneath the blood moon. Now, this is in reference to the banner, which is not really shown off quite as much as the main banner, but it's this image here of the Noob. It doesn't really look like much, but fair enough. So, in my opinion, in the asymmetric horror game that Tower Defense Simulator's developers are cooking up, it's probably just one of the players that you play and you're just trying to run away from its alter ego. What this alter ego is, we don't know, because it's actually not featured in this banner. We have like some sleepy person, you have a horn dude, you have the commander, you have Below Natural, and then you have some dude with glasses. It doesn't really look like the Noob in any of these images. And next, we have Below Natural, quite recently on the 15th of July 2025, showing us a preview of Alter Ego's official soundtracks. And it sounds like this. Now, if you ask me, there's probably some hidden voices within there, so if you were to probably reverse this track, you might be able to hear something. I don't know. Also, Below Natural calls this Sounds Like Your Demise, probably is the track or the name of the track that Below Natural has just posted. And apparently, if you go to the spectrogram of this OST, this is shown off here. You got Enthrall List, you got the Paradoxum Games logo. You'll have no clue how hard this OST is going to slap. Apparently this is in the spectrogram of this. I don't know how do you convert sound waves into spectrograms. I should probably look it up, honestly, quite frankly. But as far as I'm aware, yes, apparently there is a hidden Easter egg in the soundtracks that Below Natural has just posted. Now, it could be the case where the Easter egg seen here is just hinting at whoever made this soundtrack. So clearly this is the leak, or this is the logo that's used by Enthrallist, especially on their YouTube channel, and this is the Paradoxum Games logo. Because despite everything, the Paradoxum Games logo is not just Tower Defense Simulator. The Paradoxum Games logo is part of the development team, which is making Tower Defense Simulator, but is obviously making Alter Ego as well. Now, it probably turns out that this is just a snippet of whatever Enthrallist has made for Alter Ego, so it's probably likely that a full version has not been posted by Below Natural. There's going to be a full version that probably comes out sometime down the line. Now, as what the soundtrack is used for in Alter Ego, we don't know. To me, it sounds pretty intense, so it's probably one of the final kill animations, or whatever they call it here, the glory kill animation slash cutscene. I can really see that being used for the intense chase of your Alter Ego up until your glory kill animation actually occurs. Now, that is just speculation. I don't even know if there's going to be like an intense battle between your Alter Ego and yourself up until a glory kill is actually performed. But that's what I can clearly see that this soundtrack is going to be used for, at least in my opinion. Could be something else completely different. As for why Focus's logo doesn't appear here, well, actually, I don't really think Focus has a logo. I know from his YouTube channel he does have like a icon that says Doku or something like that, but I think of Jeremy Doku, the Manchester City player, I think, not Focus. That being said, it could be the case where it could just be Enthrallist working on the soundtracks for Alter Ego, though I think it's like that. It is both Focus and Enthrallist that's probably working on Alter Ego. Although, that being said, there is evidence to the contrary where here it's just Enthrallist's logo. So, you never know. Maybe Focus is just busy focusing on other stuff, while Enthrallist is like now the main sound producer for Tower Defense Simulator and for Alter Ego. We'll just have to wait and see on what Focus puts out. In other news, apparently, the Tower Defense Simulator QA does not have access to anything related to Alter Ego. They are not allowed to join the game's test place, which they are unaware of what's happening with the project. So apparently there is a testing place confirmed for Alter Ego. There is zero information handed out to them on whatever is going on behind the scenes. In regard to Castle's earlier comments, which I do believe they are a person who seeked this out, as far as I'm aware, in regards to their earlier comment, it should be clarified it as a joke, and we'll be speaking about speaking to QA about what kind of comments are appropriate to be made in public channels from now on. Right, so I believe Castle is actually a QA tester, who I also know a Castle as part of the Tower Defense Simulator wiki team. It's probably the same person. Okay, so all leaks for the Alter Ego will only be posted within the official Discord or on Twitter. Any other sources are either hearsay or straight up misinformation. Thank you for your time. So the official Discord seems like the only place where Alter Ego leaks are being posted, purely because Twitter, it doesn't look like these leaks, these recent leaks that have been posted by Below Natural have appeared on Twitter. And yes, it looks like it's appearing like once every 2 weeks or so, or once every week, which is a faster rate than what was posted on Twitter, which was like once every month and like towards the end of the month as well. I mean, and obviously you have whoever this was, Profine, suggesting the schedule for the Alter Ego releases alongside the other releases with the Paradoxum Games, including the Summer Battle Pass very soon. That was released last week really. PvP coming next week. Then Alter Ego. This suggests it's coming like 2 weeks after PvP, although from developmental images we don't know. So it could be any time between when PvP is released next week to Halloween, which is obviously going to be around October time. Now, if you ask me, Alter Ego probably released, if the time frame is correct, which the person who made this had to clarify that it's not actually correct and it could be released at any time. Who knows? It could be, I would speculate September, but based on what that person said, it could be, who knows, 2026, 2027, maybe HS2 releases before Alter Ego. That would be a surprise. But yes, other than that, the Alter Ego channels, apart from the leaked channel, the progress feed, and the announcements, and even if the announcements have been made up, apart from the progress feed, the channel itself not really been set up. Apart from like the rules, you cannot speak. Yeah, I don't think they've actually hired anyone for moderation. And given the lead testers' comments, it doesn't look like in the near future, at least, there's going to be any people or any collaboration between Tower Defense Simulator moderation and Alter Ego moderation. We'll just have to wait and see for that.